What is up guys, Jess here with the new video, and in this video we're gonna talk about Midnight Alpha. We will see how the game looks. I'm gonna talk about a lot of changes that are happening, and we also gonna get into Warlock, see what has changed, see what has been reworked, removed or added. We're gonna check all that stuff out. All the information is gonna be here in this video. But yeah, let's begin. So World of Warcraft is changing forever. Lots of abilities, mainly stuns, knocks, are removed. Other abilities have been reworked or are passive effects now. So as a result, we're gonna have like less keybinds, less CC in the game, triple DR CC is gone, and easier rotations for everyone, or literally every class. And I will explain why like in a second. So all that stuff means that there is more room for mainly casters and healers to play the game. And more room for everyone since there's going to be less CC. And the CC you land is actually going to matter this time, because it's not going to happening like the way previously. Like there's no micro CCs or triple DR CCs. So imagine your CC on a longer city. Yeah, it's going to matter a lot. So the main focus of the game, I guess, is going to be damage, plus the CC I just mentioned is gonna matter more than ever before. So how will the pace of the game be? I cannot really tell yet, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a slower game, like a slower pace, but at the same time damage will matter and CC will matter. Overall, I really do think that those changes are really good for the majority of the players, since players have been complaining for a long time about micro CC and the amount of CC being in the game. Especially healers have been saying that for a long time. That is what denied them from playing healer. And I really do think that the changes are quite helpful for people that want to get into PvP for the first time after being PvEers for a long time, or for people that just joined World of Warcraft. I think those changes are massive. They're actually very helpful. And yeah, with weak auras and add-ons and different add-ons being removed, I think PvP is definitely going to have much more participation. At least that's what I'm expecting from it. These are the changes that people have been asking for, and they're all put in the game. And what do you guys think? Do you like those changes? What is your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, so let's begin with Distraction Warlock. I'm gonna give you the best news first. The best news are that we are going to have more mobility and more CC. We're probably the only class that gets CC. That's actually funny from my perspective. We are probably the only class that gets CC. What do I mean with that? Is that we're gonna have insta CC, guys. So we're gonna have Coil and we're gonna have Howl at the same time. Yeah, that's gonna be really helpful since getting Shadow Fury off sometimes is messy, especially if you play with Rogue. You never play that anyway, so having Howl and Coil at the same time is gonna be extremely good for us. One more thing, very important, we're gonna have Frequent Traveler, which is going to provide us a second demonic gate. I think that's a massive change for locks. Warlock players have been asking for mobility or for more room to play. They were get trained down and so on. This is actually gonna give way more room into melee cleaves. So yeah, it's a really good change. It's gonna help out the new Warlocks out a lot. So yeah, I like that one. Now, when it comes down to talents, what has been reworked or removed? The Roaring Blaze has been reworked. So every class pretty much in the game right now is able to spread. Like for example, if you're playing Asarog, you're applying your dots here, your like bleeds, and you're pressing Crimson Tempest and they spread around, right? So pretty much every class works the same way. Arcane Missiles is AoE. If I apply Immolate on this target and I press my Conflagrate, look what happens, it spreads on this target. So that means that we're gonna have to spend less globals, like damage is combined, we're gonna have to spend less globals overall to do damage. Yeah, pretty much every class works the same way now. Like abilities are combined, you're able to spread damage quite easily. So that's how Wither works. And this also, guys, gives room to Diabolist. What does this mean? What do I mean with that? Is that if I apply my immolate, if I hardcast my immolate, let me go diabolist insanely fast to show you. If I apply immolate and I press my Conflagrate, I'm gonna be spreading immolate, right? Which the major problem of diabolist was that it was extremely hard to get that immolate off because it mattered. Now we're able to cleave, which will give us more room to breathe as diabolist. Yeah, which is quite nice. So this talent is Roaring Blaze. It has been reworked. It doesn't provide fire damage anymore, but it spreads our immolate. What else do we have? Coil and Howl, Double Gate, Ritual of Ruin is removed, but in return we have most likely this. We're gonna have more consistency. I've noticed this on a lot of classes, like consistency is much more of a thing right now. Like 8% haste is massive for destruction. It provides a lot, so yeah, we're gonna have this. Ritual of Ruin is gone. Rolling Havoc has become Improved Havoc. This only works for Havoc so far. Increases the duration, or the duration at least works for Havoc. I guess you can still use this for the damage increase. The duration only works for Havoc though. I tested it on Mayhem and it does not increase it. We also have those two talents which increase 2% intellect, 2% mastery. Zorothian Research and Practice Chaos. We also have Lake of Fire Cataclysm. This is PV talent. I could show you the animation real quick. So it's basically you just cast Cataclysm and it leaves like an effect on the ground, which is mainly gonna be used for PV. Like 20% immolates damage is nice. It's just nobody's gonna stand inside that. So yeah, what else do we have? Oh, Mark. Oh, this is very interesting actually. Oh, Mark is also an interesting talent. I would like to see how much damage it could possibly do. Like 20% is gonna be 20% of the crit is gonna be Shadow Flame damage. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see. Usually pets do approximately 7% damage, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, definitely an interesting talent. Let's get into those three. This is usually like all these epic talents are usually passive damage talents. So yeah, this is passive damage, spread damage, the haste I just talked about, and crit chance after every bolt. And yeah, Embers of Nihilum. This is some passive damage. I would like to see it. Like I'll show you. It's like some beams that are coming from the sky. Where's this? Where's this one and this one? I would like to test all of those when we have details available. I think it's gonna be extremely fun. Also see how much damage we can do in arena. Yeah. So damage. You guys see how damage works right now? Like everything is like AoE, small AoE, passive damage, lots of passive damage, passive stats. So I'm expecting a lot of consistency when it comes to DPS. CC will matter a lot. Even though there's gonna be less CC, it's gonna matter more. So yeah, what else should I show you? So two more things, guys. Curse of Weakness and Curse of Tongues are basically one button now. Curse of Weakness is the only curse you have on your spellbook. If you want to put Curse of Tongues, you actually have to put the talent. So I guess you just replace your curses depending on the games. If you're facing casters, you go Tongues. If you face melee, you go Weakness. And also this is a rework, like Blight of Weakness is a rework of Amplify Curse. This is a nerfed version most likely, because Amplify Curse would also apply to casters with 100% crit chance reduction. This is like 10% crit chance reduction. But in return it gives you like 100%, like increasing the time between their attacks by 100%. So I guess it's good into warriors, it's good into billies and so on. Those are the changes. Also these three new talents. I don't know if this is the final product, but we will see. Damage increase for Chaos Bolt, Rain of Fire by 4%. Double when Malevolence is active. This is huge. Devil Fruit. Periodic damage dealt by Wither / Immolate. gives malevolence for 8 seconds. So that's like massive to get like random procs during the game. Gonna help out a lot. Like a ton. Not gonna lie, like it sounds OP to me, but yeah, we will see in the future. And also this one gives you extra haste and extra stacks during malevolence. So yeah, those 3 talents look pretty interesting to me. We could take a look to diabolist talents too. From what I saw earlier, like this is some passive damage again. Like this is the previous 4 set, 2% intellect, blah blah blah, and so on. Like same as this one. Gives extra stacks, extra 2 stacks. Our set, I think it gives 7 or 8. I can't really remember. But yeah, I guess the idea comes from the 4 sets that we currently have. But yeah, passive damage, passive int, AoE, 8 yard damage, and so on. So since Ritual of Ruin is removed, they actually moved Avatar of Destruction on the left side. So how does this work? Decimation is also removed, so we don't have like a quick Soulfire. And this gets summoned by hardcasting the Soulfire or by proccing a Chaos Tier, which means 1 out of 3 chances. At the same time, they also removed Dimensional Reaper, so we cannot randomly summon like a Chaos Tier and proc this, which was the first thing that came to my mind. So if you want to be getting your Avatar of Destruction out, you actually have to hardcast a Soulfire, which I think will be extremely hard in Arena, but if you manage to do it, it's actually worth it, because this one does quite decent passive damage. And yeah, also gets you a shard, so that's the way it works. You either pick one of those 2. I don't know if we will play this. I cannot really tell yet. There's gonna be multiple builds that we're gonna test out. So yeah. So I don't know if we could see something else. I guess this is the last talent I could show you guys. This is only for Rain of Fire, 20%. Chance to reduce the cost of Rain of Fire by 100%. So basically you get a free Rain of Fire here and there. I don't know if you could combine this with Rain of Chaos. I think those are completely PvE though, but if this could do enough damage, then maybe we could see this Destructive Rapidity, 10% immolate buff on Infernals, and then you summon multiple Infernals, and then you spam Rain of Fire, and so on. If the damage is enough, we could see a build, but I think those are like on the right side mainly focused for PvE. But yeah, I think we covered everything. I don't know, left something behind. I think we covered everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I would be happy to reply to you. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for joining my streams. And yeah, I wish you an awesome night. Thank you very, very much.